When I was younger, we lived in a town called Jwaneng, which is in Botswana. My father was in charge of a local TV station, and at some point one of his friends came to visit. They went out to go and catch up, and as it got a lot later, it became a very good idea for my father to go out and interview his friend on live TV. This has always stuck with me and has given me this idea. So, without any further ado, here is the very first episode of Driving Wizardry. Carversation. Okay, so first of all, this is Jeffrey, right? Now, we went to school together, so he's been a friend for a very long time, and he is the first person who's taking part in Carversations. How do you feel about that?
Carversations.
Carversations, that's what I've decided.
Does it mean you're actually going to be carving the car?
Well, yeah, or we could be talking in a way, you know, and finding out stuff about, we'll talk about where you come from now. So, but first of all, what I need to say, Jeff, is welcome to my cowboy greeting card. Howdy. No, I don't need this anymore. Howdy, yeah. Okay, so, you're from Australia, right?
That's right, Bruce.
Okay, now, do you consider yourself an Australian or a South African?
It's Australia now.
Australia now. So if it's Australia now, why aren't you wearing an Australian rugby jersey to support them?
Oh, it's because I support the Springboks.
Then why aren't you wearing a Springbok jersey?
All day.
We all do, Jeff.
You do that, yeah? Well, why aren't you wearing yours?
But Jeff, I am wearing my Bok jersey. Right,
Where did that suddenly come from?
Where did your hat come from?
I don't know, it just appeared. Maybe I am a wallaby after all.
You could be. Now here's the thing, right? Speaking about Australia, we've been friends for a long time, right?
That's right, Bruce.
Okay. And you live in Australia. Why didn't you bring me any cherry ripes?
Cherry ripes.
You have to know what cherry ripes are. It's an Australian.
Is that a chocolate?
Dude, yeah. I'm going to have to show you a picture of cherry ripes. It's a chocolate with cherries in it, I think.
Yeah, but they have those in South Africa.
No, they don't. Not
Actually, you're
ripes.
right, they do. But they're disgusting, mate.
You think they're disgusting? I love those things.
That's like Foster's lager. You think everybody drinks Foster's and Aussie?
No, I think everyone drinks 4X.
No, we just send that overseas.
No, I know Australians who actually bring me them. Do you think maybe they brought it to me because it's like atomic waste and they want to get rid of it?
How do you think they get all the uranium shit out of the country?
That might be, but I still like cherry ripes, right? I think that's a good thing from Australia. Right, now...
So that explains the way you look now.
That could be it. But why are you red?
You know that one. You always told me. My mother left me in the bath when I was a baby and I rusted.
Well, I didn't want to bring that up. Okay, but we're supposed to be talking about cars because this is Carversation, right? So, here's the question. Oh, well, let me tell you something. I was looking through photos, trying to find pictures of you and me when we were younger. The first photo that we have of us together is, believe it or not, with an Audi.
An Audi?
I think your dad had was it an Audi 500 or something?
Yes, okay. A white one.
No, it was like a brown, I think it was like a brown colour. I don't know.
I vaguely remember it.
Anyway, so I've got a picture and that will be on the screen at some point over here.
You're not just going to flash the picture?
Yes, I am. That's what's going to happen. The picture's going to be flashed, but in the finished product. This is the airport area, by the way. So the first picture that we have together is surprisingly enough with an Audi, and here you are in my cowboy greeting card. Cars that you drive at the moment, we'll get to that now. You used to drive an Alfa.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you sell the Alfa?
It was actually pretty slow.
But it was a meter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's to be honest, it had 2 doors.
Yes, a lot of cars have 2 doors.
Yes. I like 5 doors.
I like 5 doors. Okay, so that brings you to you're driving Jeeps now.
Yes.
And you're driving which ones?
You can fit more kangaroos in Jeeps.
You can fit more kangaroos in Jeeps. So which Jeeps are you driving?
I've got a Cherokee.
Yeah.
And
you don't eat cherry ripes?
They're not related.
I'm sure they are. I know quite a lot about cars. I'm sure they are.
Yeah, that's it. When I opened the Cherokee when I bought it, you expect all these gifts in the boot.
Yes.
There's a lot of things in there, but cherry ripes weren't there.
They weren't there, and that's why you couldn't bring me any. Okay. And you said you've got the Jeep Renegade as well?
Yes.
Which is really fast. Why?
It's fast with Australian road traffic rules.
Okay. But it's red, so it's faster.
Correct, yeah. Oh, that's right. It's the paint makes it faster.
Okay. All right. So I like the Jeep Renegade a lot. All right. I think it's an awesome car. More things about cars. Australia. You've heard of the movie Rabbit Proof Fence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, from what I understand from watching the movie Rabbit Proof Fence is to deal with the sort of the Australian version of apartheid, and they were trying to thin out the blood and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's what the movie was about. But the Rabbit Proof Fence itself, by its definition, sounds like it's a fence to stop rabbits going from one side to the other side.
Yes, that's how it started.
Okay. Now, my gut feel, okay, conspiracy theories aside of that, is that this fence was built to prevent people with Toyotas from getting to the coastal towns.
You know, that's until they got bigger Toyotas.
But didn't they build the fence bigger then? Didn't they get Trump then?
No, there's no Mexican wall there.
Okay.
But they figured there were a lot of migrants coming in the west as well.
And from Malaysia and those countries where a lot of Toyotas and then are made.
Yes.
So yeah.
So keep them out.
So initially it was to stop the Toyotas, right? And then my final question about Australia, okay, before we do the launch, because we're going to do the launch just now. Final question about Australia is I've watched some of McLeod's Daughters, right? You've heard of the TV show?
Yes.
You're from Australia, right?
Yeah.
My question is...
No, you've watched all of McLeod's Daughters.
No, I've watched some of them. Karen's watched all of them. Going the wrong way. Not supposed to go. Let's go around the roundabout again.
Is this the launch?
This is a little bit the launch, but sideways. So McLeod's Daughters.
This is carving.
This is carving, yes. Carversation.
Yeah. Isn't this what you used to do in Pretoria? You used to do circles. What do you used to call that?
They were traffic circles, yeah. These are now roundabouts. But here's the thing. Back to McLeod's Daughters. How come you guys all live at the coast? Because of the women inland, right? The ones who shear the sheep and that, all obviously because this is TV and it's real. Yeah. Because we are real and we're on a film now, right? Why aren't you all living in that area where the McLeod's Daughters are?
Yeah. Shall I break this to you slowly? You seated right?
No, I'm seated correctly.
You know they're not real.
They must be real. They're on TV.
You know Nicole Kidman's not real either.
Yeah, but you just say that because she's a ginger.
You don't know if she's a real ginger, do you?
I'd like to think she is. That's my questions about Australia. So I'm confused about the McLeod's Daughters. I don't know why you all live there. I understand Rabbit Proof Fences to stop Toyotas. Yeah. I'm really disappointed you didn't bring many cherry ripes. Okay. And I don't understand why you're not supporting the South Africans by wearing a South African rugby jersey.
I've got a green shirt, but it's a Jeep.
That's not green. That's like, khaki green they call it I think in the UK, khaki. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, right, is the launch. I just need to make sure there are no cars there.
There are a few people in front of you.
That's okay, they'll run out the way.
But we got bull bars in Australia.
You got bull bars, yes. But you don't have bulls.
No,
you got sheep.
They're for, actually, that's a good point now that you mention it. Kangaroos.
You got kangaroos, so aren't they called rhubards?
You could be onto something now. Rhubars.
Alright, so let me just get the problem with this is I've got to change to left foot braking just to get the car going. So I might stop rather abruptly because I'm not used to using this brake. Okay, so everything's off and that. So I'm just going to show you how this car launched. I quite like this. Okay, I don't do it too often. Let's get the steering straight. They say the steering must be straight, not sure why. Okay, foot down. Traction control off. It tells me traction 3.5 and go!
Oh my god.
Pretty neat, eh?
Crikey, mate.
And this is something you won't see in Australia either.
Hey, I hope you know how the bloody brakes work.
Oh no, I didn't buy brakes in this car.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I like this car.
That's good acceleration.
But thank you very much for being the first person to do Carversations. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got an Italian dude up next. I told you about him, the Italian dude who thinks he's Italian but lived in Niger. So he'll be next. The only thing don't like about this car is the...
How does it take corners or circles when there are other cars in the circle?
No, so we can get it on that. So we're doing about, it's doing 0.8 G now. So we can do a little bit more. Ah, there we go.
You may.
I really like this car.
No. Jeez.
See?
Yeah, thank God there's nobody on the road.
Well, you see all the skid marks around in the north. I mean, a lot of people do this here. Probably a lot of people get.
Why is the road deserted?
Because they heard I'm here.